Hello people, this video is going to remind all true Arsenal fans of some past sad moments. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do this video because I know that this video is going to end up ruining my evening. Listen, I have questions for all those saying Arsenal are over jubilating. To all those new Arsenal fans, to all those Arsenal fans who are coming out of the wedlocks, where were you when we were getting beaten by Manchester United 8-2 with Wayne Rooney scoring a hat-trick and Ashley Young scoring a brace? Where were you when Bayern beat us 10-2 over 2 legs? Where were you when Chelsea beat us 6-0? 6-0 with David Luiz playing centre midfield. Where were you? Where were you when I watched Chelsea beat us 4-1 when we had Fabregas, Van Persie, Theo Walcott, Alexander Song? Where were you? Where were you when I had to watch Robin Van Persie leave for Manchester United? Where were you when I had to watch Adebayo? Where were you when I had to watch our best player, Alexis Sanchez, leave for Manchester United? Where were you when Liverpool treated us like we were a bunch of bitches? Where were you when Jesse Lingard was running through our midfield like our midfield never existed? Where were you? Where were you when Olivier Giroud kept on missing chances upon chances and yet joins Chelsea and ends up scoring us? Listen, if you are new to this channel, YouTube tells us that about 98% of our viewers do not subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this video, smash that subscribe button, hit the post notification bell, and leave your thoughts down below. Where were you when we lost our Champions League spot to Spurs after drawing at home 1-1 with Brighton? And Bissouma, I can never forget that day. Bissouma having a pace, taking a pace at Nacho Monreal. Where were you? Where were you when Spurs, with Harry Kane leading the line, kept on battering us over and over and over and over again? Where were you? Where were you? Ask you again. Where were you? And you are here telling us we over celebrating, and we see new Arsenal faces all up over the internet celebrating our win. Where were you during those times? Where were you when I had to watch Hector Bellerin take 3 throw-ins and all were fouls? Where were you when lockdown? I had to stare in the freaking skies because there was nothing to do. You could only watch Arsenal lose and lose and lose over and over again. Where were you? Where were you when we played Manchester City 7 times in a row and lost 7 freaking times and conceded 20 goals? Do you know how many goals we scored? 2. Where were you? Ask you again. You say you're an Arsenal fan. You claim you're an Arsenal fan today because we beat Real Madrid. Where were you during those times? Let me know in the comment section. Where were you? Where were you when we lost games and we can't even go out? We can't get out because we are getting trolled everywhere. You can't get out. Where were you? Where were you when we had to turn off our phones because our friends won't stop trolling us? Where were you? Ask you again. You said today we are over jubilating because you are losing and you have not won against us in a while. We're over jubilating because you're a Spurs fan and you have not won against us in a while. We're over celebrating because since 2002 Chelsea has not won against us. We're over celebrating. Where were you when Hazard got the ball from the center of the park and ran all the way through to goal? Where were you? Were we over celebrating during that time? Where were you when we had to deal with Mustafi, Koscielny, Socrates, Papastatopoulos in our defense? Where were you? Even Peter Cech couldn't save us. Where were you? You sit on podcasts and you keep on talking shit. Where were you when AS Monaco knocked us out of the Champions League? Where were you? Where were you with Berbatov? After Berbatov was worn out of United, was overused, still went to Monaco and beat us. Where were you when we played 5 defenders against Chelsea and we still lost by 5 goals? Where were you? Where were you when Olympiacos kicked us out of Europa League? Where were you with Aubameyang missing chances upon chances? Where were you when Leicester had to come from Championship and win the Premier League with Aubameyang going 14-match drought without a goal. Where were you? Tell me, where were you? Listen, Arsenal fans, we have been through a lot. True Arsenal fans, we have been through hell.
Oh, jeez.
Fucking
Wow.
a goal. 1-0 down, and listen, you
Lingard.
fucking Lingard.
Oh, for goodness sake, Jesse, give us a bloody break, mate.
It's a worldie goal as well.
Jesse.
What a finish.
Give
They've
us
been
a
on
break.
They've been on top
They've
of
been
us, man.
absolutely poor.
They've dominated us, man.
And now we win against Real Madrid. We score against Manchester City. We score against Chelsea. And everywhere break loose. Arsenal fans are over jubilating. Arsenal fans are over celebrating. Shut up. Shut up. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. Now, Arsenal fans, tell me something. When we were losing, did that make you happy? Now, why is that we are winning and you let people talk us down? Why we are over celebrating? I've never met a negative person than Lee Garner claiming to be an Arsenal fan. I've never met any person as negative as this Lee Garner before in my life. If you watched our game against Real Madrid, when Real Madrid equalized when you saw him on his podcast, it was sad. Arsenal fans are so used to bad results that even when we celebrate, people are pissed. Other football clubs are pissed. Where were you when we had to lose our best players? Alexander Song to Barcelona. Alexis Sanchez to United. Van Persie to United. Fabregas to Barcelona. Adebayo to Spurs to Manchester City. When we had to lose Nasri to City. Where were you? Listen, if we are celebrating today, let us celebrate. Arsenal fans, don't let anybody out there tell you what you can and cannot do when you win a game. No one. Don't let nobody. Listen, if you've been through the darkness that the true Arsenal fans have been through for all these years, you will know how much it means to us when we win against Tottenham, when we win against Liverpool, when we win against Manchester City, when we win against Chelsea, when we win against Spurs. You will know how it feels because you've been there. You've been to that side, that darker side. Mikel Arteta is building something. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but this is the manager who stopped all this nonsense. This is the manager who took us out of being in the pocket of Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham, United. This is the manager who took us out of all these situations. Now, if you are an Arsenal fan, if you are indeed an Arsenal fan, you will support this manager. A true Arsenal fan will not let one single match, one single loss affect how you feel about the team. Yes, we should criticize the team when the team is not playing. Yes, we have to keep the team on their toes when they are not playing well. It's good as fans we criticize our team. But what is not good as fans to do is to tear down this team. Is to start threatening the players. That is what is wrong with us. Do you think when Granit Xhaka was throwing the captain armband away, was throwing his jersey, do you think that was what he wanted to do? Because that team was shit. Because he had to deal with David Luiz in the back. Because he had to deal with Socrates Papastatopoulos in the back. He had to deal with Hector Bellerin in the back. He had to deal with Maitland-Niles in the back. He had to deal with Mustafi in the back. How can you be going forward trying to score goals and you have to always be looking over your shoulder? That is the kind of team that Granit Xhaka found himself in. We all saw him when he moved to Bayer Leverkusen. We all saw him. We all saw how good a player Granit Xhaka was. Even at the latter part of his stay at Arsenal, we saw it. We saw glimpses of it. We saw Granit Xhaka smiling again. And it is all due to Mikel Arteta. So you better start respecting that man. you better start supporting that man. If you're not an Arsenal fan, you can fuck off. But if you're an Arsenal fan, then this is the time to support your team. This is the time to make sure that whatever all these other teams say about your team, you're able to support it. We don't need you coming out of the wedlocks now, but so far as you're out now, you better stay. You better stay. This win against Real Madrid is not your win. All those Arsenal fans coming out of the wedlocks are coming out of the shadows. This win does not belong to you. It doesn't. Not in a million years. If you're an Arsenal fan, smash that like button. Because we've come a long way. We've suffered for so long. Listen, people, this is the Den of Soccer. This is the uncensored opinion of football fans. If you are new, this is the first time you're watching me, we bring you more amazing and interesting content like this. So make sure you don't forget to smash that subscribe button, hit the post notification bell, and leave your comment down below. This brings us to the end of this video. See you in the next one. We out.
It's fantasy hero